host, Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, but you could just call me Teach. And an attribute that I've had all my life, very strong and useful attribute for a human being that I have, though it's not quite as good as it used to be, but still it's really fucking strong. And that attribute is a great memory. I have a fantastic long-term memory and remembering significant events, people's names, situations of significant emotional content. I can always recall and draw back and pull things out of nowhere because my mind is always sharp and taking in these details and these bits of emotional quality. But one thing I've noticed, most people who I deal with cannot remember anything without some kind of calendar or electronic reminder with a wearable or their phone. And I believe this is a great detriment to human consciousness and human potential. Just think back, so much of the understanding of humanity, at one time it came all from oral tradition, maybe hieroglyphics and oral tradition, those two things. But the presence of mind that it required for the initiates to tell the story of humanity, for them to remember these tales and pass those on to the next generation. Just think of the brain that required to do that, and then what we're seeing now, these people who have such tiny attention spans, who pride themselves on being able to multitask and do all these insignificant tasks at once, but can't remember anything significant. And character-wise, there was a time too where people, if you set a date, you set a meeting or an engagement, you always followed through with that. There was an expectation that you were going to show up and be there. But now, with smartphones, again, and people being able to just send information in a microsecond, it's become more acceptable for people to cancel and just not follow through with commitments and be okay with that. And I find, again, like when you say you're going to do something and you show up for it, like that's a crucial component to human character. And now what I see, we see the mind eroding with the lack of memory, the improper or just the lack of use of memory. You know, your brain, your mind is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. And outsourcing that memory onto something else, onto your tech. And then we also see the loss of character, the being okay, being flaky, people who are okay with people not following through with their commitments. And I think it's a disgrace. I think it's all a big step backwards, several steps backwards for human potential and human character. People are so obsessed, again, with the wonders of science and data and technology, but the great mysteries of human potential, the amazing technology that's within us, which requires effort, presence, attention, silence, discomfort, people don't want to do that. They don't seem as interested. They're so fascinated with the limited type of potential that tech offers, but are not willing to look at the unlimited mysteries within themselves. And once again, I find this to be a great tragedy for human consciousness. But it's a choice. And I'm making this video because I know there are going to be some people who watch this who make a different choice than what the narrative of the world tells them to do. We live in the world of inversion. What's up is down. What's down is up. A smartphone makes you dumb. And there are many of you who value being smart, who value being intelligent, and value your mental faculties, who don't buy into the bullshit of a world that celebrates multitasking and having your time filled up with insignificant tasks to believe that your life has any value. So I still, obviously, again, I'm using my tech, and I don't think tech is evil in and of itself. I believe it's a tool and can be used consciously. I actually have another video which I call The Purification of AI, which is about this very concept. I don't know if it's up yet. If it's not, it will be up. But I believe in the power of the human, and to cultivate that power, you can't be outsourcing all of your mental faculties onto tech. So if you want to be dumb, keep using that phone, put that chip in the brain when that option comes, and just allow the machine to do all the thinking for you. Just whenever you want to learn something, just go to one source. Just Google it. Yeah, and I'm sure that will lead you to the truth. Again, or you can use your faculties. You can develop your own faculties. You can discern. You can dig. You can put some effort into knowing what's up in your life and make a choice to take the path that is up and get off the elevator that's going down. That's all I got. I'll see you on the other side. Be well.